Well, good morning, guys. It is, apologize for looking super tired. It's after a night shift, and I'm out here in Sam Houston getting some scouting in. And I also apologize for a little bit of the quality because it doesn't do any good to bring a nice camera like that if you have no SD cards. So, screwed up this morning. That's what happens on night shifts. Hard to get anything right. But I am out scouting in the area that I have driven through early season the past 2 years, and I've seen this buck and a group of bucks twice moving through the area while I've been walking or scouting, driving even. There's a double beam buck in here, and I haven't been in here for 2 years, but today's the day where I come in here for the first time, try to find a trail that I think these deer are using after seeing them twice in this area. So I'm coming in and trying to scout basically a unique access point to get back there and see if it works. So, off season, there's been a lot of talk about off-season scouting and what it's for. Number one, it is scouting access. So that's what we're doing this morning, and I got a little ways to go, and I got to reserve this battery life on my phone, so got to get moving. And we'll see what we can find when we get there. So, walking down this drainage back there where I found that balloon, and walking towards this hub that's on the way that I kind of wanted to scout. It's just where a lot of these little feeder drains end up, and very cool, just barely a little clearing where we got some sunlight getting to the ground. There's a lot of pine saplings, there's a little bit of diversity, and you can just look and see what this is surrounded by. And we got this little pocket right here in the middle with a lot of ground vegetation. This just looks like a perfect little staging area or pass-through area where you just get cross traffic in different ways. So we're going to ease through here, see if we can find some trails or some sign, but we still got about 250 yards to go. Well, there's a few little rubs down through here, little small rubs, just scratching. Little limb broke right there. So, nothing major, but at least you know there's critters in here. And keep going. Well, sometimes the best sign you can find is this kind of sign. That's good to know. Looks pretty old, very old, and very illegal. So, anywhere you go and you think you're by yourself, sometimes you're just not. So we'll keep moving. Very cool little diversity spot in here, but somebody else thought so too. So I'm approaching the area that I've seen these bucks in late summer twice, and the reason I chose this is because it's not far. Well, the area that I saw them, there's a creek that parallels it, so they either have to come through here and cross this creek pretty soon from right where I saw them, or they have to parallel it. This is kind of unique because I know I've seen them here, and I know they're coming towards me. So when they hit this creek, are they coming this far, or are they cutting right to left? So I'm gonna parallel this creek for a little bit before I work my way up. And I'm gonna just zigzag my way closer to where I've seen them cross before. And go from there. Identify any crossings or trails and probably start there and kind of start to fan out and see what it looks like. See if there's any trails that they might be using. Found a little crossing back there, a little creek crossing, but nothing crazy. So, something pretty cool. When you're approaching an area of interest and you've already got an idea, These are the things that you can see subtly, that you can gain some intel on. I got the creek right here. I've got a giant blowdown from right here to the creek. Another blowdown right here. So one going that way, one going this way. Another blowdown over there going this way. Backs up right there. So it's super trashy right here, except for right here. See this little trail? It kind of comes over this log, comes right here and continues right here. So it's subtle, but this is a great sort of monotonous woods funnel. I mean, it looks like there's a trail that comes around, comes over to where I'm standing, trail that comes right there. You know, who knows if further up they could go around, but right here, this is a subtle funnel that you can maybe take advantage of if you find some sign in the area. Find the nearest pinch and start from there. So, standing right here on what looks to be one of the better trails that I found in this area, because it goes along this huge ditch, real nasty, steep, deep, and like I said, I've seen these bucks in this area within 100 yards from here, so I'm trying to pick out 2 or 3 trails that they might be using during that time, and then I got to figure out which. That means dropping the camera or trying to use the terrain, maybe doing an observation sit if it's feasible. This is a predominant wind. The bucks will be coming from this way, and the wind blows this way most of the time. So what I want to do is come up further to the east and parallel it, and then stop with that wind blowing across my face where I know the bucks are coming down. So they have the wind, what's blowing across my face and into theirs, and have them out in front of me. Maybe at an angle, just blowing away. So that's the plan, but you know how that works. I'll slip over here and see if I can't find anything else, and we'll get ready to head out of here. All right, so I'm on my way out, and I decided to cut through this little hub, this little mini hub. It's what I came through earlier that I showed you, where it opened up as little grass, but I cut a little bit favored on the west side of it, and came across what looks like maybe an old scrape, couple of really good licking branches on this holly tree, which a holly tree is a favorite. It's really wet in here, but maybe in the late summer when it dries up, a scrape will hold up. This looks really similar to the area that I saw my buck up in Etoile this past year. Tons of cover. It's just gonna crisscross through here, all this grass, and where the sunlight's getting down, a lot of water, so you get a lot of that wet vegetation, that aquatic stuff that you don't get elsewhere. So this could be a ticket to see if that buck is using this area. Those bucks are using this area come in the fall. So the area where I've seen them, I'm about 200 yards from it now. So this would be better if I could set up here, maybe in the evening. So it's probably worth coming back and checking to see if the scrape opens up this summer. So we'll follow up on that later this summer for sure. I think we're gonna get eyes on this thing at some point. Probably not a good idea to focus on one buck, which I'm not. That's a group of bucks that have been using this area. So I would finally like to get in here and see if I can't get close to them. My phone's running low. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for checking out the video. Get out there, get some scouting in. Summer scouting is about access, terrain, and new areas. You know, what the bucks are doing now, it's not gonna matter a whole lot, but just dialing it in. We'll see you on the next one.